a 100% germination rate on your seed. Isn't that something? And for those of you who are watching on Facebook or what else? YouTube, you can go to ckmjackson.com and click on the Give button, and the instructions will pop up there. And if you have your seed online and you have it in your hand, just hold it up. Just hold it up. And we declare and speak over the seed. Father, we thank you for this seed. It entered into our lives as part of a harvest. We thank you for this seed. You said to give and it will be given back unto us, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall men give unto our bosom. We thank you for rebuking the devourer. Oh, we thank you. We thank you for those who tithe and bring their tithe into the storehouse, that there would be meat in your house. You said to test us, that you would open up the windows of heaven and pour us out a blessing we wouldn't have room enough to receive. Ah, we thank you, Lord. We give you the praise in Jesus' name. And everybody say, thank God for my harvest.
Thank God for my harvest.
All right. Praise God. Now, for those of you who have Facebook and texting, just go text your neighbor or tell your friends that CKM is online now. Okay, we started at 10:30. Start streaming at 10:30. So just go and get your phones out and say, hey, we're online streaming. And I don't know how to do that. I guess they've got a link or something that you can do. You know how to do that, Sarah and Lamar, right? Y'all know how to do all that. Pastor Val, she knows how to do all that. I just don't know how to do any of it. Father God, we thank you for your word. Your word is excellency, perfect seed, and our hearts are good soil. We thank you that the perfect seed of your word would come and dwell in the good soil of our hearts. We know that by watering and exposing it to the sunlight and giving it nourishment, more word, that it will produce a harvest in our lives. And we live by your word. We thank you that it will be present in our lives and people can see it just looking at us, just watching us, just hearing us. We thank you because your word is alive. It's sharper and more powerful than a two-edged sword. We thank you. And we give you the praise and that our ears are set for hearing and understanding and perceiving your word today. And we give you the praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right. Faith and healing. All right. This is what I was looking back on the notes. It was 2017 that I taught that 20-week class. And, probably going to condense it, but I think we need some faith and healing right now. We need some faith right now. We need some healing right now. Right? Amen. Faith. We need faith because it's valuable to God. In Luke 18:8, it says, when the Son of Man comes back, paraphrasing, nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? He'll be looking for faith. Persistent faith, right? Persistent in faith. How many are persistent in faith? Sometimes we are persistent in faith, and then about 11:30, okay, broadcast over, time to go, we step out of faith. Huh? But being persistent in faith, man. So many people have faith in church, don't they? They got faith in church until 11:30, 12 o'clock. But Jesus never said have faith in church, did he? He said have faith in God. See, we have faith in church because in church, oh, God, man, he can stop the Red Sea, he can part it, he can move a mountain, oh, man, he can, knock a mountain down, kill a tree, oh, man, and church, man, greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world. In faith, I can do all things through Christ in church. Huh? I am more than a conqueror. We step out, get to the sidewalk, and say, oh, no, I'm going to pay my bill. Huh? He didn't say have faith in church. Have faith in God, right? So we need faith, and that's why I'm doing a remix of faith and healing. I'm not teaching the same thing. There may be some aspects that are the same, but I'm going to call it a remix where, they take an old song and then they add a few beats to it, add a little more flavor, some trumpets or something, and then they, come out with it, right? So this is the faith and healing remix. Hallelujah. This is the time to be persistent in faith. The time to be persistent in faith. With this this virus, right? That's darkness, isn't it? Huh? That's darkness. I mean, people are shuddering, they're clamoring up, they're just. But the word says that light and darkness can't exist. Huh? Just one word, and the darkness must flee, shouldn't it? It's got to. Not shouldn't it? It's like, would you please flee? No, it's got to go. Right. So we need to let our light shine. What's the word say in Matthew 5:14-16? It says, ye are the light of the world. Huh? A city that is set upon a hill cannot be hid, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick. And it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Huh? That's a tall charge. He said doing it in the dark, right? During this plague or whatever we want to call it, our light needs to shine. That your Father, which is in heaven, would get the glory. See, miracles and all this is not a display or a sign to show how spiritual you are. Well, I saw a lady in the store and I touched her with my glove and I said, be healed, It's not for your display. It's for his display. It's for him to get the glory, right? Isn't light useful? Light is useful, isn't it? You can't hide a city on a mountain because the light will shine. People can see it from miles away. From miles away. And if we live for Christ, we will glow like lights, showing others what Christ is like. Amen? So we don't hide our light under a bushel basket or under a cup or a bowl, do we? But some people do. And see, we can hide our lights by being quiet when we should speak. How many of y'all are guilty of that? I won't look, but I'll just raise my hands. Because sometimes we should say something, and then we get in the car or leave, and oh, I should have said something. Oh, I should have said something. I should have just brought forth the word. We can't just let our light just, be hidden. Sometimes we got to say something. Sometimes we let our light just go out by going along with the crowd. Hiding our light by just going on with the crowd. Well, they all said they wanted to do this. And, I just went on with the crowd. God didn't call us to fit in. He called us to stand out, didn't he? Sometimes we hide our light by denying the light. Anybody come to mind? Peter. No, Lord, I'll never leave you. And that rooster crowed the third time. He was like, oh, man, he hid his light by denying. You're one of them Christian Bible pumpers, ain't you? No, that's not me. I go to church. I don't do all that. Huh? all of a sudden your light, goes down a few lumens, or what do they call it, foot candles. I don't know how you want to measure it, but and like, oh, I was, but after I cussed out some, I can't, huh? Mm. Sometimes we hide our light by not explaining our light to others. Huh? Why are you so happy? I'm just filled with the joy of the Lord. Why are you so happy? Well, my wife made me breakfast this morning and she put a little extra sugar in my coffee. Huh? No, don't deny it. Explain it. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy I have comes from my trust in my relationship with Jesus Christ. Huh? Explain your life. Oh. We can hide our light by ignoring other folks' needs. Remember the Good Samaritan? The priest went by, the bishop went by, all these other highfalutin Christians went by, but the Good Samaritan picked him up, put him on his donkey, took him to the hotel, said, hey, I'll pay for his lodging, here's some wine and oil for his wounds, hook him up, and when I come back, if there's more to be owed, put it on my tab, I'll pay it. Sometimes we ignore people's needs, and that kind of hides our light. We need that light. Don't hide your light. Tell your neighbor, don't hide your light. You know, the church is the candlestick. You are the light in the church. See, in Revelations, they talk about the churches being the candlesticks. Revelation 1:20, and I'm just going to read this verse here. It says, the mystery of the 7 stars which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 candlesticks which thou sawest are the 7 churches. So the candlesticks are the churches. You are the light in the church. All right. So don't hide your light. Don't go into your homes and hide, right? This is the time to persevere in faith. Lay hands on the sick. Pray for those. Speak the word. Because in Romans 8:19, creation is waiting for you. Creation, it says, for the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. It's time for you to be revealed. It's time for them to see your light, right? Like stepping into a phone booth like Clark Kent used to, right? Look like an ordinary man. Reveal, Reveal. Reveal the healing that's in you. Reveal. Reveal the word that's in you that speaks comfort to people who are anxious. Reveal, not just for you. Creation is groaning. The enemy is setting up camp in people's heads and their houses and their neighborhoods, right? The enemy wants to contain you. I was talking to a fellow the other day, and he's a Latter-day Saint, Church of the Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. And just to make sure I don't get this too far out of context, he said, our church teaches us to store up stuff for 1 year. For 1 year. And I thought, 1 year. And it just was a little peculiar to me, but I didn't challenge him on it. But then I thought, he got off the call, and another fellow, a friend of mine, we were talking, and I said, this is 1 year storing up stuff. And the other guy's a Christian too. I didn't realize, because we went to college together, and he was a little bit wiser, a little bit more settled than the young people were. And he said, you know, my God will supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. And, you know, and I said, you know, that's kind of what I was thinking. I didn't want to bust his chops right away. But I thought, okay, if they teach to save up 365 days worth of stuff, that means he probably gonna have 365 people at his house. Maybe that's what that means, huh? And if you got 365 days worth of food, then you should have 365 people come to your house. And then show what faith works, huh? Show how faith works. Show what it works like, huh? Oh, what? We got bread today too, huh? We don't have to store. Then remember when they stored up manna? They tried to store it up and it started stinking. I don't know. It's just one of those things that just kind of got me. I just had to think about it and you know, and pray about it a little bit. But it's time for us to be revealed. See, the enemy don't mind you being saved, but just don't tell nobody. Just don't show anybody. Don't demonstrate faith, huh? Right? That's all. Somebody's going to break out of containment. You know, somebody's going to break out of containment. Amen. But they're waiting on you. Creation is growing. The time is right for miracles. The time is ripe for miracles. I believe that. I believe that what did it say, the cream will rise to the top. Huh? I believe it's time for the Christians to get going. The time, see, miracles are important. People are drawn to miracles. Anytime you hear a miracle, it kind of draws people in, doesn't it? When miracles stopped, people started worshiping other gods. Because they were like miracles and miracles, huh? And I think miracles is kind of a way for man to just acknowledge that God exists and okay, it can happen for me too. But miracles are very important. And I'll just give a few reasons for that. I know this is faith and healing, but we're talking about faith part right now, all right? Miracles separate people from false gods. No miracles, they start making up the God. There's a God in the microphone. There's the God of the microphone, and he's such and such, and there's a God. Huh? They'll start making up some stuff. And see, without miracles, people will get to wander. Remember Elijah and Baal? They had the showdown on the mountain. Huh? Was that Mount Carmel? They had the showdown and said, okay, this is it. If God is God, serve him. If Baal is God, serve him. Whoever burns up the altar, whoever burns the offering, right? The sacrifice. Huh? That miracle brought people back to the real God. Huh? Miracles are great because people turn to false religions. Because they don't know anywhere else to go. All the people that you haven't witnessed to and all the people who probably have never heard the word, they see somebody imitating something, they're like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go over there and sit down in this position and hold my fingers up and talk about the God of the grass and the God of the dandelions and But they see a miracle, they see somebody raised from the dead, and be like, whoa, man, they put them dandelions down and they start following Jesus Christ. See, we're supposed to be able to do miracles. Church should be a house of miracles, right? A house of miracles. Number 3 or 4, I don't know what. Miracles demonstrate that Jesus Christ is risen. Huh? Jesus Christ is risen, right? He's doing the same thing that he did back in the days, in the biblical days, right? He's still healing folks, delivering folks. Only he's doing it through you. He's doing it through you. See, Muhammad died. Muhammad died. Buddha died. But Jesus Christ arose from the dead. And he's alive. And he's still working miracles. And he's doing it through you. So miracles are necessary. Another purpose for miracles is that they sweep multitudes into the kingdom. They sweep multitudes into the kingdom. Huh. One miracle is worth 1,000 sermons. One miracle. When we had our healing week last year, there was a guy in the Emmaus group that I belonged to. Hadn't seen him in maybe 4 months or so. He was talking about and didn't recognize him. And he said, you know, before we start, we usually have prayer. And he was praying for some tests. And another pastor and I went over to pray for him, lay hands on him. And after we prayed, he said, I remember you guys were at the Faith and Healing Conference. I came up for prayer and my leg, I'd just been in a car accident and, you know, and his leg was numb. He said, by the time y'all got through laying hands on me, the feeling returned to my leg. I remember, see, one miracle is worth 1,000 sermons. Now, he may not remember what I talked about or what Pastor said, talked about, but he's going to remember, that his leg came back to life. The healing was restored in his leg. He's going to remember that. Miracles. Miracles are important because people need evidence, right? Not only does God want you to proclaim the gospel, he wants you to demonstrate. He wants you to have some works. All right, is that okay to have some works? All right. That's why I'm teaching faith and healing. All right? Faith and healing. Now, where are we going to find healing? Proverbs 4:20 says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. The Message Bible says the word is bursting with health. The word is bursting with health. Yes. All right. So let's go, before we go on into new territory, let's go do a little review. Faith and healing. Some points I covered last Sunday were we were created to have dominion. Genesis 1:26, and God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over the cattle and over all the earth and every other and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. We were to have dominion. Number 2, you were created in God's image. He said, let us create man in our image. You were created in God's image. So when you look at somebody, you should say, whoa, you look good. Look at the person next to you and say, whoa, you look good. Number 3, I don't believe man was ever supposed to die. That's my belief. I believe that had man held the course, he'd been living forever. Genesis 2:17 says, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. Paraphrasing, God said, you can live forever. Have the wonderful kingdom life. I just got one condition, though. Just one condition. You can have all this stuff. You have the kingdom life, the life of the king. Just don't eat of that tree over there. Otherwise, You live forever. I'm kind of paraphrasing that, but it kind of makes sense to me. Point number 4, you should expect a full lifespan, right? And that your life is full and it not be cut short with disease or sickness. I was on this call, a couple of my fraternity brothers called, and we're having this talk, and I said, you don't have to be sick to die. like, wait a minute. Everybody gets sick and die. No, you don't have to be sick and die. You can just die. Everybody that we probably know has been sick and died. But Pastor was talking about this lady who was 111 years old. They were having dinner at the house. She had kids, grandkids, great grandkids. They were all over. And they said, "Big Mama, you want some dessert?" Yeah, I'll take a little cake. And they had cut the cake, got back to her, and by that time she had passed away. She wasn't sick or nothing. So you don't have to be sick to die. You can just go home. God wants you to live a full lifespan, but don't cut it short. All right, there's some things that you can do. Huh? Eat a vegetable or two. Huh? They don't have to be fried. Fried, what did I hear? Fried strawberries. You can fry any fruit. Why would you? Why would you? Oh, man. How powerful is God's desire for you to live a full lifespan? Genesis 6:3. And the Lord said, "My spirit shall not always thrive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years." Genesis 6:3. I told them about 120 years, they're like, 120? So that 70 or 80 came from Moses, right? And he said that in Psalm 9:10, he was just saying what he observed. He said, "The days of our years are 80 and 10, which is 70. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away." So if you're strong, you live 80 years. But that's because they were in Egypt making bricks out of straw 6 days a week. And then not only did they have to make the bricks out of straw, they had to go gather the straw. See, the straw would be gathered, and brought to them and distributed in piles or wherever. So now y'all keep the same production, but y'all have to gather your own straw. Oh yeah, it worked them to death. So truly it was stated, right? But God said, "I want y'all to live 120 years." All right? And Pastor Joyce, do you have that t-shirt, Pastor Beth, that says 120 years plus? All right, we ought to get a couple. We ought to get something for everybody. 120 years plus. And when people ask you about it, you tell them. That's from Genesis 6:3. God wants us to live 120 years. All right? So good. All right, so let's go into a little new territory. And I just want to talk about your attitude. Your attitude affects your lifespan. 3 John chapter 2. "Beloved, I wish all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers." Or even as your soul is getting along well, even as your mind, your will, and emotions are doing good, I want you to be in health. Just like that. See, one of our prominent areas that needs to be controlled is our emotions. Your emotions are a major determinant on how you view life, how you see life. There are two kinds of people: optimists and pessimists, right? Yeah. And optimists see the glass as half full, pessimists see the glass as half empty. But the Mayo Clinic did a study, and it tells us that the mind and body are linked, and that attitude has a big impact on the final outcome, death. Your mind and attitude will determine how you leave here, all right? And how you live here. No scripture basis, but they did the study. Now, if we look at Numbers, remember when they were just getting ready to go to the promised land and Moses sent the spies out, sent 12 spies out, and they were gone a few days and they came back with this report. Ooh, the land is beautiful, the grapes, oh man, the fruit is bountiful, but there are giants in the land, and we see ourselves as hopper grasses. I like to say it. As grasshoppers. We were like grasshoppers. But Caleb and Joshua came back and said, hey, there'll be giants in the land. Let's go up and take them right now. Let's take them at once. Optimists. Optimists. The pessimists who had that wrong attitude, they're like, oh, we're little grasshoppers, and they died. They just died. So now y'all can't go into the promised land. God said, no, y'all can't go. Y'all just stick around here until y'all just die off. And then we got a new group coming. All right, a new group. New group by faith. How many of y'all in the new group? I'm in the new group by faith. Amen. They were messed up. They tore their clothes. Oh, no. Please. The difference was in the way they viewed life, in the way they took God at His word. One group looked for the good, one group looked for the bad. You know, regardless of your political affiliations, I think people are perched to look for the negative on anything and everything, even if there's no negative there. Trump has been getting his share, and and just with a microscope magnified by what do they call them things that look up in the telescope? Yeah, by a telescope. I mean, there's one thing to look at, something through a magnifying glass, but through a telescope, which just goes to show me that people are perched to find something negative. Everywhere you go, they want to find something negative. I was watching a movie, and they kept pressing this person on, well, can you say something negative about them? And well, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And should they get the death penalty? And people say, the Lord told us to forgive. He teaches us to forgive. Now, do we want justice? Yeah, but we forgive them. We love them. And so, people just want the negative. And then they move on to the next story. There was a guy who is a tech journalist, and he wrote one day, he said, please forgive me for my racist comments last week. I wrote some racist comments, and all of you, I just want your forgiveness. He had 20, 30,000 people typing in and said, you racist, how could you say such vile things? You need to be crucified, shot, and all that. Oh, you bigot. He never said a word. He just said that to see what kind of reaction. And nobody went back and said, oh, what did he say back on, April 16th? What did he say something so bad? Nobody ever went back to look. They're just perched to jump down his throat and stomp on his liver. So we gotta watch ourselves. And sometimes we watch the stuff. Oh, let me see what they're dogging Trump today. Let me turn the volume up on the TV, huh? Oh, and they do it. When people should be focusing on some miracles and letting their light shine, they're tweeting and liking. Somebody shared a text or a tweet or something about President Obama, former President Obama over in Europe. And they said, he's a buffoon. He doesn't represent the United States anymore. Why? What? Who has the time? I mean, what Christian has the time to dig? And what Christian has the time to like it? Like it and pass it on. And just some stuff that has nothing to do with the price of butter. Has nothing to do with the kingdom. Has nothing to do with faith. But spending their time looking for the negative. You wonder if these people are pessimists. Deep down inside, they cheer when the other guy makes a mistake, or they can dog him or laugh him out, but deep down inside, I think they're pessimists. I think that's what Jesus had to deal with the Pharisees. Man, they were looking for every little thing. What? Who? What you read today about the man being lowered? Who has the power to forgive sins on earth? Who has that power? Look at that man got up and walked, right? Left. Your attitude will affect your health. And so, how is it possible to have Jesus be in your light and still being so negative? That's a question to ponder. There was a study conducted where they asked people a series of 500 questions, and based on their responses, they classified them either as pessimists or optimists. And then they followed their lives for 3 years, or maybe even longer, to see the effect of their attitude on their health. And they found out that negative attitudes intensify the stress in your life. And stress levels control the hormones, control the immune system, and with your higher stress level from your negative attitude, it opens the door for sickness and disease. Talked about T cells and K cells, and your T cells attack viruses. But people who are negative or pessimistic, their T cells move a little slower. And they don't attack viruses, anything we're talking about viruses now. That's something we're talking about viruses now. But they move slower and they're not as responsive. The K cells destroy foreign objects in the blood. Negative people's K cells aren't as strong as positive people's K cells. Pessimists have twice the infective diseases as optimists. Twice as many trips to the doctor. Do not live as long as optimists. Smile at the person next to you. See, the more you smile, the better you feel, right? So practice. Get another smile and smile at me. Everybody smile at me. We got to practice. All right? Smile. Yeah, see, the more you smile, the better you feel, right? Need some laughs. Laughter is a good medicine. I'll tell you about the guy who went to the doctor and he had these problems, and the doctor checked him over from head to toe and did all this stuff. Said, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little bit of this what's that stuff they give you for pain? Tylenol. So I'm gonna give you a little Tylenol for your knee, but I'm prescribing 6 belly laughs a day. I mean, just laugh till you just can't stop. Man, that laughing. He said, He prescribed it for her, wrote it down. Huh? Mm. You know, sometimes church folks look the meanest. You ever see some church folks? And they pride themselves in sniffing out devils. Sometimes I see them and I'm like, oh, that's a church person. That's a church lady. How you doing, sister? And if they don't know you, oh, Pastor Dave. They go with that mean mug. Man, I'm like, whoa, this sinners will give you more smiles than that. They a little bit more happy. But some church people can look so mean. Man. You can help your body if you change your attitude. They did that same kind of study with World War II veterans. Optimists had lower rates of hypertension, flu, diabetes, back pain, and arthritis, and they lived longer. A Dutch study of 65 to 85-year-old people. The optimists had lower rates of heart disease, 55% lower rates of death from all causes, and that they lived 7.5 years longer. So attitude is important. Proverbs 17:22, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. Dries the bones. Jesus was an optimist. Huh? Jesus was an optimist. Remember when the woman with the issue of blood, they're on their way to Jairus' house, and on the way to Jairus' house, this woman with the issue of blood touched his garment, got healed. Who touched me? Who touched me? You don't know who touched him. All these people around here. Everybody touched me. No, but somebody touched me. This was a different kind of touch. This was a faith touch. When the Son of Man comes back, will he find faith on the earth? You know, he responds to faith. So everybody else just bumping up against him, you know, oh, it's a nice room. Huh? But somebody touched him with a faith touch. And so there was the woman with the issue of blood, and she told him everything. How many doctors, how many months, how long it's been going on. Da 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 da. And you know, so daughter, go thy way, thy faith has made you whole. Right? Now they're on their way to Jairus. Now somebody comes and says, oh, Jairus, your daughter dead. Yeah. What did Jesus say in Mark 5:36? Be not afraid, only believe. How many of y'all got that kind of optimism? Huh? Be not afraid, only believe. She dead already. Well, all right, let's go. Let's go back, man. We're getting ready to have lunch anyway. Be not afraid, only believe. That's some optimism, isn't it? Don't let fear. That's what I say. Don't let fear in. Fear and faith operate the same way. They attract. They attract. Fear attracts the negative. Faith attracts the positive. I'm not afraid of Sam. Sam may bark and come close, but if I was afraid of Sam, he'd bite me, wouldn't he? Sam is Ron's little dog. If I was afraid of him, he'd chase me all around, up and down 4th Street. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of men. Maybe I should be, but I ain't afraid of no dog, please. Now, mountain lion, please. Don't bring no mountain lions up in here and test me. I may have to run because I don't want to kill them. I'm going to be like David. Oh, I killed a lion and a bear and all that. So I don't want to be dogged by the animal cruelty police. But I have no fear. And fear attracts, and faith attracts. Fear attracts the negative, faith attracts the positive, right? Fear is poison. It paralyzes our normal immune system, the one that God designed to keep us healthy. God wants you healed. He designed your body to heal itself. Scabs form when you cut yourself. The white blood cells come and fight off the infection. The T cells get the stuff out the blood, the K cells, right? All that stuff is part to keep you whole and healthy. But if you're in fear, it paralyzes. If you're in negative, it paralyzes all those good things that God put in to keep you whole and healthy, right? So let me give you just a few things to think about. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Think on these things. Your attitude plays a big part in your health. So think on these things. Amen? All right. I'm just going to summarize it up. Just 10 points. 1, God wants you healed. 2, faith is valuable to God. When the Son of Man comes back, will he find faith on the earth? Who touched me? Somebody touched me. No, it was a different kind. It was a faith touch. Faith is valuable, right? The time is ripe for miracles. Creation is waiting on you to be revealed. Point number 4, don't hide your light. Right? Point number 5, miracles are important. Miracles are important. They separate people from false gods. It turns people to the correct religion or relationship with Jesus Christ. They bring in people by the thousands. Miracles are important. Not only does God want you to proclaim the gospel, he wants you to demonstrate it. Healing is in God's word. The word is bursting with help. And your attitude helps your healing, so be optimistic. All right? If this word is good for you, just give the Lord a clap offering, and we're going to call it done for today. If you have a praise report, share it. If you have a prayer request, let me know, and we'll pray right now.